Welcome everyone to mostly laughter, some slaughter, and this is the Halloween edition with Urban Shadows.
Yo.
How are you all doing?
Ooh, it's spooky, kid. Spooky.
Doing great.
We are spooky today.
Yes, deeply,
Okay.
as
I'm
opposed to
playing it.
every other day.
As opposed to every other day. And one day I'll learn how to upload music onto this program, but not today.
But it shall not be. This
I found public domain music that I wanted to use, but it shall not be.
Yeah, Roll20 did have like this a
That's this
deal
weird
with SoundCloud or something like that. But
Yeah, and the one I found
and-
is actually on YouTube, so that's not going to help me much.
Nope.
I was like, can I play it in the background on my PlayStation? No, because, interface bad.
So they have a deal with SoundCloud?
they did.
I think so, yeah.
Oh, cool.
Well, they don't anymore, so it's less cool.
Oh!
Oh,
Missed
they
it by that
did.
much, man.
They did. They don't. They now do. What?
First they shut down Vine, now this. What's happening to the internet?
There is a savior for Vine. It's called Pornhub. Maybe not a good thing.
Well, I think that deal is a victim of Roll20's success. I think it was like SoundCloud was using up too many resources servicing people who were doing things through Roll20, and they just they weren't having it anymore.
We're kind of doing the whole, like, we're doing it through Google Hangouts with the Roll20 app, and yeah, so I can see.
Yeah.
Yippers.
Yeah, when I do music, and I generally don't do it like background. It's like during breaks. I just do it through just use my VLC player.
Yeah, I'll have to learn.
Yet
how to do
another
that,
piece
but
of
that's okay.
software.
Not a minor, not a big thing. Ooh. Ooh, there we are.
What is happening to Jason's camera?
Okay.
Blame it
We
on
gotta get Misako going here. Almost appropriate for this system. Pretty close, actually. So, are we ready to kind of start where we left off and see if I can remember from like 7 days ago?
Yes,
Well,
I can.
Yeah, I mean, I remember that we had just decided to confront these creepy
These
guys
things.
in the hoods with the
Yes.
sort of
Confront.
unreal non-Euclidean smiles.
nice.
By
Good description
confront,
of it.
I mean talk nicely to. I don't know about what the rest of you are going to do.
I'm just here for the milk. I don't know about you guys.
This is here for the milk. So,
We're still trying to get that, aren't we?
yes, apparently that has now become our new thing. Get milk. The Get Milk campaign.
Well, Quinn's
Sure.
goal for the next 48 hours is to try and get at least one person from each faction to the Halloween party he's going to. So that's my overarching goal. I don't know about the rest of you.
Change everything. That's awesome. Just like, yeah, screw the rest of it. Somebody. Okay. So, I need to pull up my notes page. There's my notes page. Boop, boop. For a simple system, there is actually quite a bit of management because I have honestly forgotten about most of your debts over the last week. So
Oh, yes.
you guys have to manage that, man.
I understand.
I have Nancy. Ooh, okay, we have that idea. Oh yeah, have that idea. I remember that.
Not very nice.
I remember that. I remember him. Where did I put? What? Oh yeah. Okay. Yes. Okay. So when we last left our group
I don't know if
of
intrepid is the
explore-
word. Yeah.
yeah, group of group of not quite deplorables.
not quite.
Not quite deplorables. You are outside Lee's marketplace, and there is a quartet, 4 hooded figures shaking people down as they go in and out of Mr. Lee's place. And they seem to be not selling anything, they're just taking people's money as they come in and out.
Oh, that's not very nice.
We had a nice little discussion between our between Einhart and Dr. Feelgood of who was going to go and talk to them, and much to everyone's delight, Rob and Mr. Quinn decided to finally come out of the alleyway after accosting a young lady. So
we did not.
It's better than that sounds.
We did not accost her.
Yeah,
I think we invited her to the party.
I take offense to that, sir.
Well, cost is a broad term. So
I got a charm. I don't think that's called merchandise. She's a businesswoman.
yes, and someone ended up, I believe it was Dr. Feelgood, ended up with a crystal from her.
Oh yes.
No, it was Chris.
Yo,
And
get up.
Chris.
someone did. So I think it might have been Chris. I'm not sure. We'll,
It's on my
as, long
mind.
as, you have it, as long as you have it written down, it's all good.
Yeah.
No, I traded her drugs for it.
Yeah, someone traded her drugs for the charm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
And then, technically, I believe Robert and Quinn have a bunch of charms, which we are now obligated to spread through.
yeah, you guys have slightly different stuff. You guys have basically little wooden pendants and stuff where who got the big crystal? I think that was Dr. Feelgood.
Yeah,
crystal,
yeah.
right?
The purple one.
Okay. That works.
So he got the special crystal. You guys got basically the little things that you buy at the mall.
Oh.
Hey. He was cute. What can I say?
They're okay. They're okay. As for Einhart, the one thing I did actually remember to look up in his character that I actually wrote into his character sheet without him knowing it.
Ha
Aha! Is that he was passed a folded note from our werewolf guy,
Yes.
Weaver.
Yep.
We have not revealed the note yet because we're busy dealing with a quartet of these guys. And just because Chris is a veteran and he's a player character, he can see the face as well, whereas it's fairly apparent that anybody else going in and out of Lee's place either doesn't seem to know or is not acknowledging that these are scary monsters, or they're really, really hardcore customers and just don't care.
Meh.
But they are handing him money as they come in and out.
So,
Yeah.
are they handing them the money in kind of a zombie-like manner? Or are they just like, here's the money, or is there actually a competition?
No, it is not. It is definitely doesn't look like they're in a zombie-like manner. It is very much, I would describe as a fairly typical stealthy shakedown. Like, it is fairly visible, but if cops came by, it would probably stop, kind of thing.
Hmm.
So just like kind of like, like they're not even doing like this. They're just like holding up their hands, and people are just putting money in their hands, and then they put it back into their pockets.
Hmm.
And they don't seem to be saying anything to the people coming in and out.
Okay.
The people are giving them money almost unsolicited.
Interesting. Do I know these guys?
Now we can go to the rules. Back to reading rules because that's exciting. So, do you know these guys? So, how would you like to approach this? Would you like to go ask them, or just try to put a? I'm not sure if putting a face and name would work with these guys because you clearly cannot see their face.
Yeah.
Like, you can see the smiley face, but that is not triggering like anything like, aha, I know them. With the smiley face, they all look exactly the same. Like pants, shirts, everything is exactly the same. They could be like all related if you thought they were actually born of a human.
Yeah, which not sure at this point.
Yes.
I know what I want to do, but what's the rest of the group want to do?
I know exactly what I want to do.
Okay, so before you do what you want to do,
Okay. I'm going to be a bit of a jerk because I have this special power called Old Friends, Old Favors. I want to declare one of them at random an old war buddy.
Okay, hang on. Okay, so now we need to go to the veteran for the special moves. How does this work?
Yeah, basically, it'll either cause a major war or it'll be one of the funniest scenes known to man. My guess is both at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
that is kind of what we do.
So you can basically use your mind check to declare it. Okay.
Oh my god. Okay, so before we get to that, so is everybody okay with Chris's character just walking up and going hi?
Hey, yo, how's it going?
I have something that I need him to help me with first before he does that.
Okay.
Okay. Robert.
Yo.
Yeah, and I think I am more than okay with him being the one to walk up and confront them first.
Dude,
That sounds grand.
got no glory, man. Yes.
Herr Steiner, we may need your help a little later if this turns ugly.
Are you talking to me?
Yes.
I thought I was gonna approach them. I'm like, I was gonna approach them before because I was not waiting for you. I was like trying to convince the other guy that we should confront them immediately. But he's like, okay, good, they're here now. So as soon as you guys arrive, now like, okay, the conversation's over now. So I would just walk over there.
We're moving
So
forward.
basically,
Okay.
so did Chris want to take
Vampires, so impulsive.
one, and did you want to kind of approach the other three or the other two kind of thing? Or
I'm
did
gonna
you want
go
to
right
follow?
after them. I have no fear.
But if you say something like, if you say,
Hey, yo.
Steiner,
Here,
like,
man.
I turn to you and go, what is it, good friend?
Just a moment, please.
Of course.
And Robert, can I get
Yo.
your hands?
Sorry?
Can I get your hands?
Sure, why not?
And I pull out my deck.
You realize the last time we did this, my hands turned blue for a month.
Yeah, that was a bad die in a different deck. I'm sorry.
Okay, fair enough.
So Quinn is going to channel.
That probably almost certainly won't happen this time.
Yes,
Well,
exactly.
If I get a winning smile like they do when I go up to them, it'll solve that problem.
There you go. So Quinn is going to channel.
Okay.
I'm not sure what exactly that does, but this seems like a good time to do it.
I mean, I think describe it the way you want. Channeling again is basically like collecting your magical energies.
Okay. So generally how this works for Quinn is he does a very quick spread of his tarot cards.
Okay.
And as he does that, that gives him insights with which to use his magic.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to roll that.
Ooh.
That did not go well.
Yeah, not so much.
That did not go well.
You want me to roll a random tarot card just to see what comes up to make it funny?
Sure.
No.
Well, no. Okay.
No, I have
Well,
to. Gotta check the
everybody
rules.
blew. So what that means for me is that I still get I get to hold one, but I can no longer channel. I can't channel again in the scene. So
Yes. Well, no. You rolled a 6.
yeah, is that bad?
Yeah.
Well, it is bad.
Yeah,
Okay.
that is
What's a miss?
nasty.
That
Yeah.
would be most likely on me, so do your worst.
Hang on. This is the one where I'm not sure if there's. See, this is the one thing I sometimes get confused if there's actually extra rules because they have lots of rules for 7 and 9, but a 6 is basically you're fucked.
Yep.
That's a 6.
Oh, good.
It's a good thing.
It's a good thing.
It's a totally good thing.
There's only one way to do it. The 6 guys look at us and say, "Hey, they're using magic. Get them, guys."
Yeah, that'd probably be probably the closest. I mean, I just want to
Don't
make
give
sure.
him any ideas.
I just want to make sure there isn't any standardized rules for this. I'm not sure, to be honest with you.
Like for that particular move, or
yeah, in the move itself.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, because it may describe something special that happens on a miss with it.
Yeah, I can tell you what the description of channeling is in the wizard moves.
Yeah, I can see it. I just don't know if the actual book has like more extensive examples. I've definitely found that sometimes that happens.
Is there something random that happens?
No, most of it's not random. Most of it's definitely in like it's all kind of set in stone and descriptive. So hang on, I'm almost at the power section.
I thought it might be like wild magic, Batman or something like that. Where you roll percentage.
Yeah.
Messes
No,
up.
So
it doesn't really have that kind of. Where's the wizard?
You're so wild.
This is where I'm not. Hang on. The problem is they put them in their sections, night, but they don't put them into
The right section.
Yeah, well, they're not alphabetical. They're alphabetical in their sections. There it is. Oracle, Wizard. No, it basically says the same thing. So on a 6, I think Chris's thing will probably stand, or we can either go. You can take one of the like if you look at your wizard's moves, if you roll a 7 and a 9, you have to choose one from below, like one of the negative consequences. I think on a 6, you choose one from below, or put yourself at harm
without the upside.
Yeah, without the upside. I think that'd be the best way to play that. So you can choose one of those 3, or you can go with Chris's idea, because that happens a lot in this system where, if you're trying to help somebody, you put yourself in harm's way. You're putting yourself in harm's way.
Okay.
So you can choose one of those or put yourself in harm's way for this scene.
So what does it mean to put myself in harm's way?
Well, harm's way at this point is, at least 2 of these guys will notice you and approach you.
No, what happens is you get in front of me. This is just a guess here. You start slapping cards up. They look up. They see the cards. They go, "What the hell?" And basically, 2 of them approach us in aggressive fashion.
Yeah. Well, they'll approach Joe aggressive fashion for sure.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, time to turn the charm on and see what happens.
Yeah, and you were handing out a tarot card, right?
Yes.
So it's like, pick a card, any card. Oh, 9 of Swords. Is that good? No.
Is that good?
Is that good?
I want to know how the hell you got a Joker in that deck.
It's me.
Yeah.
I you know what? I think I will take the none of these are good, but I think I will take the 1 harm.
Okay. So did you want to describe what happens to you to cause a minor wound?
Yes. I have a bag of charms written down right there. Where do I mark?
Should be in the bottom corner, and you mark your very first harm category.
Yeah. So it is faint.
Yeah, you got faint harm. Relatively minor, like getting stabbed in a non-vital area or getting into a fist fight that doesn't last too long.
So basically, get blindsided when you're putting the cards out in front of me.
So.
Mm.
You can go more magical.
Yeah, I get zapped by the cards. The cards literally, as I turn over one of them, zaps me.
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Ow!
Are we in agreement that it's a fair way to handle an utter as the book?
Yeah, I'm assuming it hurts a lot.
Yeah.
Because
got you right in the fingertips, man.
Yeah.
As as the book and the Apocalypse Engine tends to describe anything 6 or less as a major F up. So that seems to be pretty universal of that description.
I'm a little annoyed at this, I guess, maybe, or a little concerned. Like, are you alright, my friend?
Oh, I've been better. Fine, I guess we'll do it the hard way.
I like the hard way.
Hang on.
I like the hard
guys.
way.
Let's play nice. Besides, we still haven't gotten the milk yet.
All right.
Didn't
Okay,
you hear?
somebody-
Don't drink milk.
Besides, I think I know that guy over there.
You know,
Okay, so
I do hate to say I told you so, but humans playing with magic, it really never works out.
I approached one of the 4 guys next to the door.
hang on. Okay, so let's run this simultaneously because Chris had the idea he wanted to. Okay, so you want to approach first. Chris wanted to approach. Okay, so let's run with Chris first because having the ally thing will be very important to what you do, Leo. Unless Chris,
that thing.
unless Chris also rolls a 6.
It's hard to say, man.
So let us
Sure. Chris,
let us go with.
Do you want to role play first, or do you want to roll the die first?
Yeah, sure. Role play because that's how that's supposed to work. You try to role play and then you trigger your move.
Yo, you. I know you. Are you from like the 13th squad back in northern Cambodia? You know, for the naughty Nixons.
From the naughty Nixons. You may have to put that on your character sheet. So,
Okay.
if it's a cool name, you're writing it down.
Oh, God. Hey, I know it. Weren't you? Yeah, you were the guy that replaced Johnny.
You replaced
Where the hell have
Johnny.
you been, man? Like, how the hell did you get out in Canada? Not like I'm doing so much better.
Okay, so you can then now, as the guy looks up and you don't really see any visage of the face underneath the hood, like it's all in shadow despite the bright sunlight.
Yeah, but I recognize the tattoo on his left arm.
Maybe you recognize tattoo or something else, or just get a sense of it. Because old friends, old favors. Even though you're mortal, I kind of go like it's almost like a 6/10. So you roll on old friends, old favor, which is a spirit test.
You're that guy.
Spirit?
It says here you may roll roll with mine. Never mind.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's what it's
Roll with
open.
mine. Sorry, my bad.
Okay. Haha! Partial success! Something happened!
So, on a 7 and 9, tell the MC why you owe them a debt.
Hey,
So, why do you want to owe this guy a debt? And we are calling this guy Tori.
Sorry. Sure. Well, dude, it was back in, I'd say 69, 70, about that point. We were back in the southern part of Cambodia as part of the Nixon invasion of Cambodia to widen the war at that point. You know, we're assigned to the naughty Nixons, basically a black ops group that specifically handpicked for that situation there. And long story short, he took a bullet for me, and that's why I remember him.
Holy shit. Okay. Perfect.
Okay. And so naturally, you do our military catch signs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you do your secret Nixon handshake.
Naughty Nixon.
The secret Nixon handshake.
Exactly.
Only people working for the Nixons or in the administration knows it. So
Exactly.
it's
And
very-
even though you guys are right in front of us, for some reason there's a sign that says classified in front of the handshake.
maybe you see a glint of his dog tags that on the back of them says tricky dick.
I think it's got a big nose on the back. That's what I
They,
know.
no, because they respect Nixon. The tricky dick, they took it back. They took it back.
Exactly. We took it back. He's always going to be president down for as far as we know.
They took it back. They took tricky dick as actually being as a good term. He's like, hey,
Well, dude, we're fighting the freaking
Tricky.
Charlie down in the middle of nowhere. We're going to kick his ass and we're going to be better than they are.
and he's like, Sergeant? Is
Yo.
that you?
Well, it's not sergeant anymore. I work for a living now, but how the hell have you been, man?
Just hanging out with my homies here.
Oh, so you see that.
What do you do? What do you do in these parts? You run wild north?
I get around. You know that. I know that. You remember that one time in that one Asian place, of ill repute? I remember that. You remember that, man.
I don't remember much from the killing fields, other than that it was a little bit more interesting than here. But
you gotta do
too hot. It was too hot for my liking.
Well, dude, we all know about what happened there with the King of Yellow, so part of the reason we had to disband it after that point.
He ushers in his other three homeboys. Everybody else sees the three other guys surround Chris.
Yes.
And basically, that's what you're seeing right now. You're not really sure what's going on because everybody's talking in very, very vapid whispers.
Yeah.
And he just introduces his homies. Yeah, I'm Tori. This is Tony.
Hey.
This is Terrell, and this is Tina.
Hey, it's always good to be good buddies of our good buddy Tori, is it?
Tori, man.
Yeah, exactly.
He's like,
he saved my bacon back out there, man. Like you wouldn't believe what was down there. Yeah.
I caught some lead for this redneck way back in the day.
You know it, man. I think I still owe you a drink.
I don't know if I
got time right now, man. We could always go down. I think there's a bar just down the hill. If you're up to it, of course.
Taking a bull is a little bit more in a drink, but long in the past. It's something. It's something that we'll settle up for. We'll settle up for one day. I'm not. When the shit hit the fan, and everybody had to get out of there quick. We didn't really have time to jot draws about what you owe.
Man, dude, what we saw down there, most people wouldn't
What do you do in this hood, man?
Well, to be honest with you, I'm just here for the milk.
It's here for the milk.
Yeah, dude, that's what going to the general store. I got a buddy of mine who basically, long story short, it's Halloween. He wants to go to a party or something, but I want to make sure the milk's ready, for my show tonight.
So, are you going to give to the fund?
What sort of fund is this, laddie?
Well, T fund, of course. T fund, man. We're funding to get big T out of the big house. He needs bail.
Big T.
And we're just collecting some donations from our local friends.
I see.
Yeah, I hate to interrupt this little tete-a-tete, but
yes, you come up, yes.
But yes, I was noticing that it seemed like the fundraising was going rather well.
Yeah.
What could I ask? Maybe what was involved there? It seemed unusual how that was going down.
What do you mean? It's just people like the big T, man. He's a good guy. He looks out for
oh, of course, the best.
He looks out for us. Let's just say. And all the others know not to mess with us. We keep things nice and easy here on the Upper East Side. You should know that. I see you're a man of style.
Yeah.
Well, yes, indeed.
You're a man of style, and we also we also know who you are. And secrets are secrets and all that. So we'll take any little small donation you can make as long as it's in bills.
I'm sure I could perhaps liberate some funds for this, but one more question, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
What's with the? I mean, I know it's Halloween, so I probably shouldn't be asking this question at all. But where'd you get those costumes? Those that hood arrangement is interesting. Let's just say.
You see a couple of them take a step back, and the one that Chris was talking to is a little bit more friendly. He's like, "What do you mean? We're just wearing hoodies."
Oh. Well, I think I think perhaps maybe some extra friends tagged along, or I don't know. There's something up, and perhaps you're innocent of all of it, but it would be nice to get to the bottom. And I don't mean me.
And I think you're being racist against condiment Americans.
You hear, because of course you've completely lost track of which one is which at this point.
Dude, I know my body.
Chris is the only one who seems to sense know which one is which, but he's even lost track of the other three. And you hear a kind of a female one in the background, like going.
That would be female.
They know. They know. And the other three start doing that all together, just like this.
All right, what the hell are they doing?
Oh, well, now we're back to creepy.
Dude.
Oh, good, creepy.
I know you're a condiment American. It's not a big deal, man.
And then Tori's like, Tori puts up his hand. You know, tell you what.
Shoot.
Tell you what. We'll let you in. Get what you need. But you still owe me a debt, man.
I understand, man.
So,
it's been a while since I've done some fighting, but I still got a few tricks on my sleeve.
What's going to go down? What you're going to need to do for us is, let's say, are you still good with that hand cannon that you used to carry around?
What do you mean, Old Lucky?
Yeah.
I think I know where she can be found. She's at home.
To kind of remember, you're kind of a crazy little dude. Everyone's with M16, and you're this idiot with only a sidearm while you're in the ship.
Took down 6 Charlies and 3 Migos, man.
Yeah. Tell you what, the debt is, we have someone that you can deal with.
Okay.
Oh, it's just murder for hire. No big deal.
This is no big deal. This is no big deal. This is murder for hire, and he is.
Maybe it's wounding for hire.
Yeah, he will cash on his debt right now, because I'm not sure if he's going to be a recurring character. So he's going to cash in his debt.
Okay.
And for cashing a debt, you have a couple of choices.
Okay.
You can just roll with it and basically do his debt.
Well, my first question is, who's the guy or girl or whatever? Don't do children, you know that.
Yeah, no. We don't do kids either, man. That's sick.
Good. Because
They have some morals. So, tell you what. We're going to cash in the debt. Might be too much for this, but there's a young witch running around doing some nasty stuff. And we're not saying that you have to, let's say, put her down. All you need to do is knock her out.
I see. I'm going to go in here and say it's the same witch as a chapter like last chapter.
It's totally the same witch. It is totally Nancy.
She seemed like a nice girl, man. She gave me one of these cute little charms here. I don't have a beef with her.
Whoa, Chris, do you hold up the charm?
Sure. Because I'm an asshole.
Oh,
Okay.
this is about to get awesome.
Tori takes a step back. He's like, put that down right now. But he's like,
Dude, we dealt with
Like-
worse of it in frickin' Nom.
he's like, you put that down.
But this? So, wow. Jeez, guy, relax. It's a piece of wood.
So we don't leave everyone else out. What else is? We'll go back to Leo, because Leo was the first one up, other than Chris, who wanted to have words.
Go
So
for it.
Leo, what are you up to as this is all going down?
But yeah, it's going from relatively friendly to, oh dear God, I think I just started a war.
Well, as soon as he mentioned the witch, you see my eyes I'm like fuming. And I don't like the way he's talking to my friend here. My friend that I owe a debt to, that I feel obligated to help this man out. So without any question, I walk right past everybody if they don't stop me. And I grab him by the throat and I slam him against the wall.
Damn!
Okay. Now, I believe this is what we call. Where is it?
Escalation!
So we need to really be careful. Are you unleashing an attack? That is my question. So to unleash is to inflict harm. Like
Oh yeah,
to
I'm not.
start combat. So
Yeah,
I
well, I don't know. I mean, I'm getting him his attention, but I'm not being friendly about it.
I think the best way we can go with this is if you intend to inflict harm, or at the very least take him down, I think this has to be unleash an attack.
Okay. So what do I roll?
That is roll with blood. And do you have any weapons do you want to use with this, or are you going unarmed?
I'm using unarmed. I do have my cane with my sword, but I'm not doing that.
Okay.
It's already escalating. Don't need to, go all the way.
Oh,
Need blades yet?
oh, that's not bad. Okay.
Yep.
So, okay. So, on a 7 to 9, okay. So, because you're using unarmed, you will do 1 harm. And are you attacking Tori?
Hold on a second.
It's the only one I have stats
Yes,
Well,
I'm attacking
before
Tori.
it's
The
one of
man
these
that
things-
is that looks like he's agitated towards my friend. Yes.
Yeah, it's one of these things where the NPCs don't really have stats per se. Basically, it's like, yeah, set the harm you think. So I have harm for Tori because Tori's the big boy, and then I'll just do kind of quick little ones for everybody else. So, oh my goodness. Okay, so on a hit, you inflict harm because you're doing unarmed. You get to do 1 harm to Tori. Okay.
Hey, man, take it easy.
And unfortunately, because you did roll an 8, you have to choose from one of the following. They inflict harm on you, or you find yourself in a bad spot.
I'll be in a bad spot.
So bad spot. So as you go to
Obviously, there's 3 guys around me, so that's a pretty.
yeah, so you put yourself right in the middle of the melee, and the melee where the 3 people are kind of around Chris, kind of are now all around you.
Exactly. That's what I wanted. Get Chris out of that.
Okay,
I
so
can take the hits. Chris is good. I owe him. He's my veteran though. Us veterans got to stick together. Even though my war was like 200 years ago, I got a bond with him.
Oh, for Christ's sake. I'm too old for this shit, man. Click.
Oh my God. And Tori suddenly changes his tune. He's like, He's like, get this ass off me! Get this ass off me! Like he's gonna change his debt for Christus to stop this from happening now.
Hey, dude, Eggheart, back off, man. Achieved.
Okay, and I go.
It's okay, man. It's cool. We're just folk.
No, the thing with Von Lee, she's going for blood, so you have to find a way to get him off. Other than you might have to.
I'm not gonna try to kill him.
This is
man.
not the time or the place.
Okay. So I got to figure out a way to pull him off him in such a way that doesn't hurt either one of them.
That's a good question.
Well, the only way I know how is going to be nice and simple. Old Lucky's coming out, shitting for the ground. Not going to try to hit him.
So, shit. Oh, I'm not sure how to handle this. Hang on.
Like I'm not going for the kill, man. Like I got no issues with either one of you guys. You guys seem like okay guys, all things considered. Which tells you what sort of judgment I have as a character. Okay.
Well, I think this might go into mislead, distract, or trick. Now, before we go into that, let's go to the other two guys, see what they want to do. So
yeah,
we can
that's a good idea, man. Because we're kind of.
So we have, yeah.
Well, I think what I was doing before, when as I was talking to them,
Mm-hmm.
was really trying to figure them out.
Okay.
They obviously do not like our frosted lucky charms. So they're obviously something evil, but I got a debt, man.
We can still do that as this is going on. In fact, you might be able to get some sway on them by like the yelling and the cursing going on. So they might let something slip. So I think definitely that can get into figure them out.
All right.
So we're gonna roll with that, right?
Okay. So I'm rolling mind.
And I'm trying to use the skills a little bit more often
Okay.
than I've seen in other things.
Man, I should roll my persuade.
Eh?
Whew. It's a good thing you have a high bonus in that.
Oh, it's only a +1.
Hey, it worked.
Yeah. So let's see here. Oh my goodness. Okay.
So, like, I get to ask a question, he gets to ask a question back.
Yeah, basically that's how that's going to work. Yeah.
Okay. So I think, given the options, I want to know what's pulling his strings.
Oh, actually, guess what? You get to ask a second question. They're in your faction.
Oh.
They're not Fae, but they are in your faction.
Okay. Well, can I ask the second question after I hear the answers to
Sure.
the first? It's like I ask the first one,
So,
they get a
so what's
question,
your,
and then
yeah, well, so what was your first question again? Sorry.
who's pulling your strings?
Who's pulling the strings? So you've kind of put yourself kind of out of the melee. Like you are clearly not a threat at this point. So you come up behind, let's say one of them. I can't remember what names I give them.
Tony, just for argument's sake.
No, Tony's being held by a vampire raging right now.
I thought that was
So
that was Tori, man, that was being held. He's the guy that was my buddy.
Tony.
Okay.
Maybe it was a bad idea giving older Killer T's name starting
You
with
wanted to
T.
practice your alliteration, man. No sympathy.
So you come behind one, Tony, and how did you? I guess we can just roll with it, like who's pulling the strings, and you kind of figure it out that that it is definitely Big T, that they want to get Big T out of jail. As for the reason why,
Just as you said, okay.
yeah, I mean that's basically the big one, right? It is they are all like super loyal to Big T,
Okay.
which may or may not have aliases.
So, what did they want to know?
What does they want to know
How
about?
get the bail money?
Well, me, I guess they get to ask. a
Oh,
question
what
back
do
at
they
me.
want to know is let's see here. What's your deal in the neighborhood? Like, how are you existing without paying up?
Oh.
And that's when you see the Fey Feathers getting ruffled. My territory, not your territory, bucko.
Territory is very, very fluid. So
Especially for Faye.
Yeah, and I think my the answer to that is you're the intruder here, not me. I mean, that's not something that I would want to say. Like, that's, I don't want that attention right now. But since they get to, ask questions to which I essentially have to answer honestly, that's
or as honestly as
pretty
you
much the
want.
answer. Yeah.
Yeah. Question: does your character have a pimp cane?
No.
Okay.
No, that would be the vampire.
Wrong one.
That would be the vampire.
Okay. What other ostentatious device do you have to represent your king daddy status of the area?
Just the threads and the face and the smile. I mean, come on. Everybody knows.
That's all he needs.
They recognize the smile.
Yeah.
How's that?
It's all the doctor.
Okay, so I get to ask another question because they're of my faction?
You're in your faction, yeah.
Okay.
They're not kin, but there
Yeah,
is kinship.
Hmm. Hmm. I guess how could I get them to not mess with people in my territory? I mean, I know that they're doing this to get Big T out. Essentially, is there something they know that we might be able to do to like resolve it, get Big T out, and would that be enough to get them to stop messing with my hood?
We're going to have a weird problem in this game where you guys are going to be collecting things for everybody. So
We're trying to save Halloween. It's just how it works.
Yeah, as far as Tony is concerned, right, or whichever one we're looking at, as far as Tony is concerned, is that I'm not sure if we can trust the other people, especially the big goddamn vampire over there, like choking his boss. Like, as far as they're concerned, like you might be trustworthy enough because your reputation isn't fully public per se of how you came across in a territory. As far as they're concerned, again, kind of what we talked about in session 1 is like, as far as they're concerned, it's not your territory because they're not really sure how you got into this territory. they know something weird went down between you and Rufus, but no one's really sure how or why, or even if Rufus knows.
It's terribly mysterious.
It's terribly mysterious. So, as far as they're concerned, is like, they might be willing to let up a little bit, right? But they basically figure as long as they're not selling drugs, they owe you nothing. That's not your racket. Or, I mean, that's not their racket.
Okay.
Yeah, they're not really stepping on your toes.
Yeah, their racket. Their racket is definitely shakedowns and protection.
Okay.
Yeah, but
They're being creepy.
And being creepy.
But shaking down his turf means less money for him, though, too.
This is true. So we could work out if we can convince Tori, we can work out a percentage. we can work out a percentage. Either like they leave and you give them a percentage, or they stay and they cut you a percentage. Because in whatever way we're talking about, we're basically talking about how can you put them in your debt. That's basically what we're looking at here. Yeah. And in this game, money equals debt. Even though there isn't a physical form of money at all.
Oh, and Joe and Jay, could you center yourselves a little bit? If you
What
don't
do you
mind?
mean? Oh, too much swearing?
No, not at all.
Okay.
On camera.
Yeah.
How's that?
You're kind of to one side.
You're lopsided.
Oh, centered. I thought you censor me. I was like, are
No,
you
no,
censored?
never.
Hang on.
Japanese, if it's wrong.
Hang on. I'm like, I picked the wrong game if this is censored. There's swear words in the rules.
Well,
Look
yeah,
up,
like
guys.
you're like off to the right. There you go.
Cool.
There you go. Yay. A little lower. Yeah, good.
There.
Awesome. Thank you.
I'll keep my web pro cam ready to go.
Okay.
Bargain bin special. Okay.
What is Joe doing?
So back to Brad. So how did you want to deal with this? I'll kind of leave it up to you because that's how, kind of how this game kind of rolls.
All right.
It's really hard to deal with debts with like innocuous NPCs, but I do kind of have like Tori written up at least.
Okay. Well, yeah, I wouldn't call them innocuous.
Yeah. Temporary, let's say.
Yeah, debts that directly contradict each other. It should be fun.
Yes.
Well, before this goes any farther in the direction that it seems to be going, Einhart, perhaps we can help each other out here. You want your beloved leader out of the Huskow, and perhaps, and really, I would rather you not be shaking down people in my neighborhood. I think it attracts all the wrong sort of attention, and especially right before Halloween, right on Halloween. I mean, there's a reason that we haven't had it in a while, and now that some people are just determined to bring it back again. I foresee nothing but trouble. Anyway, if we can get your beloved leader free, will you make yourself scarce? Is that a deal we can make here?
So who are you addressing, Tori?
Yeah,
Tori.
yeah. As he's being held up by
As he's being, and you hear the other three like they're not really doing much. They're just kind of like surrounding, going.
But you'll notice they're staying away from my character because I'm still fiddling with that stupid wooden charm in one hand.
They don't like it very much.
Okay.
And Tori, oddly enough, doesn't sound like he's struggling for breath at all.
Oh yeah.
But obviously,
because there's underwater in the hood. I know he doesn't need to breathe water.
he cannot really do. He can't escape. So he looks down at Einhart and is like, "Release me, and we'll consider this."
Okay. And I
We'll
think it's
consider
no
this.
turn.
So, did Einhart want to release Tori?
Well, Dr. Feelgood is getting this simmered down. But I still feel like they could hurt my friend, or they're making him do something that he shouldn't, which is hurt a lady, which is something I don't like. So,
Yeah, that's what set his dander off, man. Besides, she's hot.
Besides, she's hot. We haven't seen her picture yet because I still have not seen a work safe version. So
Oh no!
I have one of her in battle, but I forgot to load it up last time. That's okay. So
So Einhard isn't showing any early signs of releasing Tori.
I'll leave this up to you two.
Well, that's what it sounds like. So I am curious what Quinn is doing here.
It's concerned, man.
Quinn
He's
is
been
doing
sitting back there
now.
going, "Ow, my fingers!" and suddenly all help.
So Joe?
Well, Quinn doesn't appear to be doing anything, but there's a move. Lend a hand.
Yes.
So I'm attempting to lend a hand to. It was originally going to be to Robert because Robert was trying to calm the situation down, but Feelgood seems to have started. So I'm gonna lend a hand to Robert.
Ooh.
I see he's the one who's going to next step in calming this down. Or
Again, dude, I'm not here for killing.
yeah, I do it with Robert because Robert's the one that I know and trust.
Okay.
Okay. So hang on here. Oh, I forgot them. Oh, I don't like this system. So, are you? Hang on. Is this lend a hand, or we haven't really used that at all? I don't think that would apply here. I'm still trying to figure out how to use those. How to use the drama moves.
Mm-hmm. Although lend a hand appears to be a basic move.
Mm-hmm.
Even though you do.
I'm kind of wondering if an intimacy move might be better.
Yeah, because I think I actually did.
No, not really. Yeah, it's definitely more lend a hand, but the lend a hand would be for if he's making another roll.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I have a 2 in heart, and I want to use a persuade roll next round.
It's getting messy here. Hang on.
Okie dokie.
Weird, hey? Okay, I'm not quite sure how to go about this. Because I'm not sure at this point what Brad has done is basically like he's trying to basically at this point establish a debt with them, I think, and then almost if correct me if I'm wrong, Brad, like with what we had with the move there, establish a debt with them and basically cash it in just to stop this from happening right now.
Not exactly.
Not exactly.
I'm essentially trying to lay out a deal.
Right.
So, if we can get Big T out, they'd be, very much in debt and would end under, obligation of having made the deal.
That is definitely that would be very long term. But at this point, the deal is, we need to get them to stop and get out of the neighborhood. That's the first step.
Okay. Well, yeah. I'm in terms of de-escalating the situation right now.
Mm-hmm.
I did, throw a nasty look at Einhart and, but those are just mentioned that he was making the situation extra tense, but I don't think that he cares, and I certainly understand why, and that's fine.
Okay.
No, I care because you're my friend. but he thought that they were going to mess up Chris.
Right.
So if you can convince them that they're not going to hurt Chris, then I'm going to let him go. But I thought they were getting ready to jump him, and I just like, oh nope, you're going to deal with me if you're going to do that. You got to not force my friend to do something that he would not normally do. Not going to happen.
Yeah, and I assume them, demanding that he mess up. What's her name again? The witch?
Nancy.
Yes, of course. That having them demand that as a condition for not messing him up is not okay with you.
No, it's not, man.
Right?
That's why I wanted to find out who done it. Like, I hadn't even had a chance to either acknowledge or squeal it at this point.
Yeah.
Well,
So, essentially, I think I'm trying to, I'm trying to de-escalate the situation, but the parameters under which that can happen are probably not there.
Well, I heard what you said, and I go, all right, this is the way it's going to work. Boy, I'm going to let your friend T out, and my friend Chris doesn't owe you any more favors. You clear on that? And you get the hell out of here. Because if I see you again here, it's not his turf that we're talking about. You're in my territory, and I will kill you. You don't want to see what happens when I take off this hood.
Why is the paramilitary guy the most reasonable guy in the room again?
Because it's awesome. Because you're burnt out, man.
I let him go as I say that.
Do your eyes glow red? And they kind of get the whole vampire snarl.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I would like. See, this is killing me. I would like to. So how do we do that? I think because I kind of want to use that. I don't know. So I was kind of wondering, but that's still, no, that doesn't make sense. Darn. Okay. So how do you think this should go down? Do we need a roll for this?
It's up to you, Mouse.
Or are we just trading up kind of ethereal debts at this point?
I'm okay with debt
I'm basically
because what you are technically doing is trying to call in a debt on them to force them to stop, right? Because that's how the system kind of works. But you don't have a debt on them. The person who's closest would be Brad right now.
Well, no, I'm saying Chris. The guy says,
yeah,
Chris a debt, and I'm telling him he's not gonna do this thing to this chick.
Yeah.
That I will get Mr. T out, his boss, and that will clear the debt. I will take care of it. And the debt Chris is clear. I am taking Chris's debt.
In return, I get a debt to him because he just saved my bacon, even though he didn't.
Yeah,
that's a roll, man.
We should, yeah.
Okay.
Because I don't want Chris to hurt this woman. I think that he wants to kill this woman. I'm one of those old people, like when someone says take him out, I'm like, oh, that's not gonna happen to me.
Well,
and I know Chris. I mean, he doesn't want to hurt a lady either. His personality-wise, I don't know. And I got a short temper too.
Yeah. Play nice with the vampire. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, I'm Nosferatu, so I'm not Nosferatu.
Okay, so is there? Oh my goodness gracious! Is there a? See, this still within the system itself isn't really working. That's so weird.
Then treat it less like debt and more like a plot hook. He just gave us the plot hook. We're gonna go rescue the boss.
Yeah, I mean, I think that since it doesn't quite fit any of the moves, that it just needs to be arbitrated based off of what you think,
See, the closest is. I mean, the closest is if you cash in a debt with an NPC, you can erase a debt on somebody else, right?
Yeah, but if when you cash in your last debt on when you cash in a debt on someone in your web, you mark corruption and keep them in your web. Too.
Yeah, I mean, it may be refusing to honor a debt on RW's
table.
behalf.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
I mean,
roll
Sorry
here.
if I'm messing it up. I just
no. This
no,
is why.
It was good.
This is good because this system does confuse me quite a bit. So yeah, what do you think, Brad? This is essentially refusing a debt because we're trying to get Chris not to have to go out and kneecap this poor young woman.
Yeah, I think that's the best way to handle it.
Yeah.
that's my intent. Yes.
So here's what
I'm giving them another option too.
So here's what we're going to do then. I think the best way to work this, because this is technically Chris's debt.
Okay.
We can't really give it to you. And there is roles for this. What you can do is you can aid Chris with his role.
With his corruption check. That works.
He just needs to aid you because Chris has to refuse to honor a debt if he wants out of it.
Yeah, sure.
That's how that's going to work.
Okay, that works.
Okay, let me see here. And to aid or help. So lend a hand, there it is. Yeah. So you roll with Chris's faction, which is mortal.
Oh no.
No. So you have to roll with mortal, my friend.
Okay. And I'll roll. Lend a hand. Get in the way. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So I'm going to assume that you're going to give Chris a +1 on his roll.
Mm-hmm.
Do it, Chris.
Yep.
Okay. And then Chris gets to roll with heart to weasel out of the current deal. Now, you'll still owe a debt, but the debt will change.
I got no problem with that. So Joe said he wanted to roll as well. Should I wait or should I just go for the +3 and see?
Only one person can help at a time.
Okay, then I'm gonna go. Okay, I like his idea. It makes more sense here.
Leo makes the most dramatic sense because he's like, right now.
And yeah,
that is a success.
Yeah. Okay, so there we go. We don't have to cap the poor lady, Nancy.
Not today.
Not today.
We have to reach release.
Oh, that was complicated.
That reminded me of freaking Inglourious Bastards between the Brit and the Nazi guy.
So does he change it to releasing Mr. T then? Is that what
I
happened?
think that's my new dad.
Yeah, I think that's a perfect thing for that. Is that now, after you kind of, I'm going to assume that you're going to put Tori down now that we've come to an agreement.
Yeah, you might want to put the poor chap down for now.
Yeah, I put him. I release him when I say this. When I, give him the ultimatum.
Yeah.
He's like, fine. We'll make our way out of Gastown for now. We won't come back, but we'll be checking up. You got to help us get the boss out now.
I'll get the boss out.
We'll settle that up.
And that's when he stares right at the camera and gives that vampiric smile.
Except my face is covered, so my eyes just glow with a twinkle.
Yep.
So yeah, we'll settle up on that.
Just that creepy bag over your head and the eyes behind it.
Everybody's got a hobby.
Yeah.
Everybody's got a hobby. All right, so they kind of they scatter off into the shadows of the bright daylight. You notice that
That's a neat trick.
Despite the fact that you guys started at noonish, now it's getting pretty close to 1:30.
Okay, well,
so you're free and clear in front of Mr. Lee's place, and unfortunately, I don't think the rules. I really want to allow you guys to mark an advancement point. Seriously.
Yay.
But
Don't know how that works.
I could cash in that
What
honor.
does trigger that?
I think. Oh, I don't know. When you make a faction move, trigger an intimacy move, cash in a debt, or honor a debt, which we didn't really do, mark the faction involved. When you've marked all 4 factions, erase the marks in advance. So I don't think we really did those, did we?
Mm.
But I had night mark, so if I made so I could mark mortality because I made that roll, right?
No, that's only lend a hand. It's very specific that it has to be a faction move, which is hit the streets, put a face to the name, or investigate a place of power.
Oh.
This is why I was trying to figure out how we can get the intimacy moves involved, because intimacy is a pretty fast way to advance.
Yeah. That's a good way to get some corruption going.
Yeah.
So you and Chris go make out in the alleyway, and we'll give you an intimacy point.
Cool, man, but I don't swing that way.
Yeah, in my mind, I'd really love this deal. Give out some right now, which I might have to if this doesn't advance as fast as I want. But we will continue on for now until I figure that out.
Awesome.
So we're finally going to.
Now, I got a weird question for you guys.
Yes.
Would this be considered knowingly head into danger?
Ooh, wait. You do have something special on your damn character for that, don't you?
Yeah, because I walked right into
You idiot.
Well, you know.
So what does that do for you?
When you knowingly head into danger, mark corruption.
Oh.
So despite the situation and getting shit together and solving a lot of problems and persuading them to de-escalating a shakedown, I still get a corruption out of the damn thing.
Chris's character, you're supposed to be really concerned about. Yes, I will say you can mark corruption for that one. That's awesome.
Yay.
What's corruption do? Becomes evil.
Well, it's ultimately my character's going to be so PTSD by the end of this adventure, he's going to be like bunkering his thing up there. And it could be one of the greatest threats in the freaking neighborhood.
Yeah, I mean, too much corruption and you just lose your character.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you can manage to... Hang on, let's see if I can find... Where is all the goddamn corruption? The idea is, though, you're going to want a little bit of corruption because corruption unlocks new moves. And some of the moves are terrifyingly awesome. Like, there is a corruption move for Chris's character where he can become fucking Dr. Frankenstein. Like, seriously.
Come on. I already know which one I'm going to get first. It's called Pack Rat, man.
Of course.
You know, like, do I get a corruption move now because I got a corruption? No, you don't. You don't get it for another 5 points. Gotcha.
Yeah,
okay.
I think you need to get the first 5, I think, before you start marking off.
Okay,
That's what I'm trying to check up.
So, it would have been... I could have actually gained more from the incident if I hadn't tried to de-escalate the damn thing. So, yeah, I'm going to be getting corrupted little by little just by going because I'm not apathetic. Otherwise, I'd be sitting in my cabin getting no corruption.
You're supposed to get corruption.
Okay. Where's the way to decorrupt? Oh, well, I guess we'll find out. Anyways, I don't know about you guys, but if we're in the shop, I'm going to go get the friggin' milk. So we don't forget it this time.
Just finally get to the milk, man.
Okay.
Well, this has been an
of yours that isn't a euphemism for something else. I don't understand it.
No, it's 2%, man. 2%.
It's milk.
Okay. How
Certainly, you must mean something beyond 2% milk when you say it's 2%. I mean, really? Really?
What more can I say? I just wanted to make sure we make some... I wanted for my freaking Frosted Flakes when I get home tonight.
Does not make any sense.
Okay, now, Frosted Flakes is definitely a euphemism for something else.
Yes.
Hey, whatever turns you on, man. Anyway,
So
I'm back at the catch-up thing. Buy my damn milk.
So
Yes.
what you're saying is that you want some 2% solution with your Frosted Flakes. Okay.
Well,
I can help with that.
I laugh at your concept. cereal was basically unground corn and milk substitute. It was eaten just like that, with no sugar whatsoever. It was fabulous.
Well, like
I'm
the,
not-
like
look
the
at
tiger
Mixed Zone,
says,
better.
they're great. It's a good way to start a morning.
Congratulations, you won the game. We're done. Yay, you got the milk.
Oh no, that's the hard part. We gotta get this sucker home.
Retired.
Do this again, man.
Move on.
Retired characters now, man. The advancement point for getting milk. I'm going to redesign this game.
Achievement unlocked.
Okay, so you got a mark for 1% whole milk and raw and skim. Those are your new factions.
Okay. I think I've been involved in this game before, man.
Uh,
We're gonna roll with 2%, man. That's how it goes.
Well, while he's going
You
to
know what's gonna happen? We're gonna get within an inch of my apartment, and somebody's gonna escalate something, and this thing's gonna break.
And we have to go back.
Yeah.
so, yeah, I wouldn't worry about too much about corruption because you have to get all 5 boxes check marked, and then you mark your first corruption move, and then you erase the boxes. So you can actually rack up corruption really fast in this game, and it's not going to really kill you super quick.
And again, my only action was basically getting into a dangerous situation right now.
Yeah, that's definitely corruption for you.
I think it's hilarious, man.
Okay, so you're finally going to Mr. Lee's place.
Yes.
Right on.
I don't.
No,
I go look for Mr. T. Whatever his name is.
hang on.
It's on-
And Leo leaves the game.
What? That's what I was told to do, so that's what I'm doing. I don't need anything in there. There is nothing in that place
That's
what
true.
do I need
Yep.
that's in there. There is nothing in there that I need. I don't need no milk, no food, no whatever. It's like nothing in there that I need whatsoever.
Yeah.
Mr. Steinhardt, have you seen these new candies? They're chocolate on the outside, but when you bite into them, blood squirts out.
It is not real blood.
It's not.
It's not real blood.
It's not. But it sort of gives a visceral thrill as though it was.
Well, this is a shop in Monster Town, so that could be a real thing.
Are you trying to get me to go with them?
Maybe.
I'm afraid, but that's okay.
You don't have to, but you do.
Yeah, actually,
I'll say
Ivar, you never know till you try.
We'll rescue Big T after we get through the freaking novelty shop. And more importantly, get the milk back at home safe and sound.
you
We're going to be protected with booby traps and my dog.
you do realize, Leo, though, that like you'll just have to write up the Mr. T plot and just like give it to me. So
It's a side quest. It'll be next adventure if the thing continues.
Mr. T plot.
okay, so yeah, let's establish Big T is in jail, like maximum security penitentiary.
He's on the island.
Like on the like on the opposite side of town.
Okay, but so is it? But he's in jail, not prison, right? I mean, he could be gotten out on bail. It's not like a matter of reversing a sentence that's already been.
Yeah, well, that's
Sentence.
basically what they're trying to raise money for is his bail.
Okay.
Yeah, so I could probably
Bail or bribing somebody.
Yeah, I can post
Kind
bail
of the same thing.
because that would be pain. And then after that, kill him. I got him out. I didn't say what condition he would be when he got out. That was not part of the deal.
Look, those are all of his pieces. They're out.
He's
Or
out,
what,
and now he's dead.
what he's in for.
Huh?
Yeah.
You guys are the worst ever.
What? The guy made me.
Guess we'll find out when we ask him.
Yeah. No, we won't ask him nothing. You can. No, I'm kidding.
Side quest. Side quest.
I go in with them, I guess. I'm like, oh, I do need to pick up some paper, yes, to write letters to my friends.
You still write letters. That's fascinating.
Yes.
It's 1970s. There's no
Yeah,
texting
yeah.
yet, Joe. Letters are a common thing.
I'm like, yeah.
That doesn't
Have a
stop me
pen
from saying
pal?
it.
I find these new things called pens very fascinating.
They've been around for a while. It's like-
No, I'm still fascinated by them.
So he's sitting there going click, 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 click.
Click, click.
So okay,
Yeah,
so
you hardly ever have
walk
to
in-
dip them in ink. It's very strange.
Exactly. Spent 100 years dipping freaking pen in ink. Yeah, no.
You would believe how many
You're
dudes
awesome.
sacrifice themselves for poor, Enghart's ability to write calligraphy.
So you walk into Mr. Kim's place, and it's just Halloween everywhere.
Happy Halloween.
Like everything's been replaced with Halloween.
I wave hi to whoever's behind the counter.
Yo,
I take a couple of seconds while Dr. Feelgood is nearby to remark on the wonderful Halloween decorations and how wonderful it is to have Halloween back and how great it is we get to celebrate this wonderful time of year and how anybody who doesn't like this time of year must be some horrible stick in the mud.
Just rub it in.
Yes, it's all fun and games till everybody dies.
And
everybody
That's-
dies, not everybody lives. Hey.
so as you walk in, you can see an old Asian guy behind the counter dressed as Frankenstein's monster.
Aha! That is an amazing costume.
And he's like, hello, welcome to my shop. Oh, hello, boys. How are you?
Doing well, Mr. Kim. How are you?
Good. What would you like today? We got some special treats. We have nibs and we have snakes and we have everything you want, including like little chocolate spiders and awesome stuff.
Haha! All right, well, I'm going to load up. Robert, you'll get the milk?
Sure. I'll get the milk and what the hell? Let's get some candy corn for the kids.
Oh, I am so sorry. We do not have any milk in stock today.
I'm sorry, but your milk is another grocery store.
Quinn actually, for about 3 seconds, just laughs.
Fine. Okay.
So let me ask this.
We
Did you have do you not have milk today because they needed to make room with all this stuff?
Well, yes, of course. You can see the cooler fridge over there is full of delicious milk chocolate from Belgium.
You ever tried milk chocolate on Frosted Flakes? That is something that should not freaking anticipate.
I did once, which reminds me, Doctor,
Yes.
I need to get some of that stuff from you. Not tonight. I'm full for tonight, but maybe next week.
You see,
Well, if you wish to wait, very well.
you see,
Um,
Mr.
I
Kim.
think we.
That was an interesting morning, let me tell you.
Yes, I am sure.
Don't even get
I
started.
think we do need some of those little blood-filled candies.
Yes.
My friend Einhard is very much wants to try them out.
Yes, I very much want him to try them out.
He's like, oh, we have some of those in the backpack.
I mean, while I'm grabbing anything that is gummy. And a
I
couple
am interested in this eggnog. It has lots of alcohol, yes? What do you have?
Yes, of course.
Brandy or
Okay.
We got brandy and whatever other alcohol existed in 1970, because I'm not sure if other brands existed.
Bacardi,
Some random Canadian whiskey.
some random.
Canadian. Oh, yes. Yes, we have our Halloween Canadian Club over there. It's pumpkin
Why is it in a plastic bottle, Dad?
because it's pumpkin spice.
I gotta get some of that for the party.
Oh, good lord.
Only comes out at this time.
Do ya?
like, oh, so you are going to Miss Evans' party tonight?
I am, Mr. Kim. Will I see you there as well?
Yes, we are bringing many good things for my friends here in and he whispers, in Monster Town.
But you still get the chord, no matter how quietly you whisper it.
Yes. Monster Town. Da-da. So yes, we have many good treats for everybody. Like I said, I'm very thankful for you because he stealthily looks through the very, very busy window of Halloween stuff. Got rid of the teas. I thank you very much. They've been in front of the store since I opened this morning. I didn't want to say anything to them because, you know, they're kind of scary.
Yeah, seem like reasonable blokes.
They're kind of scary. They've been so busy last month or two, just doing weird stuff. Nothing violent or nasty to me, as long as, you know, give them a little bit at every month, they're fine. But today, everyone's been so rowdy today. I wonder what it could be. Could it be Halloween, making everybody rowdy?
It is a very rowdy time of year,
Yes.
especially for those of us who aren't rowdy 365 days a year.
Yeah, this holiday
Indeed,
never causes any problems. It does occur to me that a number of my clients substitute something called Colt 45 for milk on their cereal. You may wish to try that.
You really think I gotta trust a single thing involving Coke and you, man?
No, not Coke. Colt. It's maybe there in the freezer.
I understand it's quite a delicacy down south.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Kim looks at you. It's like, we don't ship that north of the border. Are you crazy? Because that's literally true.
Yeah. I guess we'll just have to keep walking to the next store and get some milk. I got my milk.
He says there are some things that we are willing to special occasions, but liquor from the United States now, that's asking for trouble.
What the hell? Give me a 6-pack. And some
even though we supplied all their liquor while they had provision.
But it wasn't ever the good stuff, unfortunately.
He says, oh, I don't know. My family used to give many good people around. By the way.
How is your cousin doing now that you mention that? How is your cousin doing?
Oh, she is very fine indeed. She never ages.
Will she be coming to the party?
Indeed. I believe she might be dressing in her sexy Sasquatch.
Oh, this is going to be a wonderful night.
That's the first thing that came to my mind. I apologize for that.
Practice alliteration like the rest of us. It's okay.
Why? No, not checking that on Google. No.
No.
You're not
To Google.
You at home can Google that if you want to.
By all means.
Glory.
Saving a friend.
Indeed.
So the teas have been more active lately this past week. What sort of strange things have they been doing? Do you know?
Well, you know, it's no secret that they want Halloween to come back, but you know, not for the good reasons. As you probably well know, they make lots of money
on their protection rackets.
Yeah, they shake down the kids, you know.
Oh, that's
not good, man. That's not cool.
Strange.
Before the cancellation of Halloween and before the calling. That was one of the big times of the year to do that.
Uh-huh.
Just taking all that UNICEF money.
Ah.
Well, that's
Okay.
amazing.
I crushed
You're
one of
there
the.
with them. They just changed the rules, man.
Okay, sorry, Leo. Go ahead, Leo.
I'm like crushing one of the packages I'm holding like this.
He's like, oh, well, I guess we go call that cleanup.
No, I will take care of it. I make this.
Oh, thank you. Thank
I go
you,
get
young
the
man.
room and I sweep it up
Mr. Kim,
Oh,
and pay for it.
and pay for it. Thank you.
I had heard that Big T, the leader of the T's, was in prison. Does anybody know what he's in prison for?
You need to read paper in the morning.
I'm never up in the morning.
No, man.
I am sometimes up in the morning, but it's usually because I haven't gone to sleep.
Oh, God damn it. Hang on. I got to mute for a second here.
One moment.
Nope. So, gentlemen, we seem to have some conflicting missions here.
Yes.
Oh, what do you mean conflicting missions?
Well, sorry, Jason. Sorry, that was just a conversation while Jason was away.
No, you guys talk, because that gives me some idea of where you guys are doing what you're doing.
Well,
and I found, okay, I think I can put this on RPG Glory without getting Brad banned from the internet. There is no nudity.
Yeah, that's good.
It is awful though.
Oh boy.
When
Hang on. Sexy Bigfoot.
oh God.
Well, she's on.
Okay. Looks more like an 8, but
Yeah, close enough.
It is, yeah. Maybe.
Do not judge, man. Everybody's got a fetish.
Each their own.
Yes.
Oh yes, that.
When
I apologize.
Robert and I spoke with Nancy, Nancy wanted us to hand out these charms to the children in Hastings.
Yes.
I'm starting to understand why. If the T's are shaking down the kids every evening, every Halloween, then, well, it seems like Miss Evans and Nancy and, well, the whole local 316 wants to stop them.
Well, yeah, I mean, the main problem here is we're still not sure who did all the killings during the callings.
True.
Each year a faction was killed,
I've
and everybody blamed everybody else. I mean, like, wouldn't you want protection from those things outside the store?
Mr. Kim, I can understand that, but
They
Please
were
don't.
creepy.
they are those things outside the store. They live and
No.
breathe, and they fear like we do. I mean, I'm not sure they breathe, but
Don't breathe, Rand. Tori was under for like 6 hours during we were doing a water search of the Vietnam River. Not like it's anything bad, but just saying. Okay.
I could certainly think of a couple of reasons why I'd want somebody who didn't have to breathe.
Oh, snap!
They'd be good at helping with plumbing. What were you thinking of?
I know your dating services, man. I'm going there, man. Light conversation. Just a couple of buddies. Trying to find milk.
That was firmly PG-13. I'm just saying. If Pirates of the Caribbean 2 is PG-13, then that was very PG-13.
That
Okay.
freaking rating isn't invented yet.
This is true.
We have to wait for the Temple of Doom.
Yes.
So he's like, yeah, I mean, it's well, as for Big T, yeah, he's in. He finally got collared by the authority for some of the things he's been doing, but there's nothing that he can't get out on bail for, and bail's really big this time around now.
Yeah. So it's
Really big.
the protection, the shakedowns.
Yeah, that kind of just all everything. He tried to move some of his stuff out west, and that was not taken lightly by authority.
Wow. Don't you mean east? We're like on the
East
west
side. East side is our side.
Okay, gotcha. Within the city. Because I'm going, what is he, like going to an island or something?
No, west side of the city.
He's trying to move it to the retirement communities on the island.
Well, that too, yes.
That too, I mean.
Aha!
That too, yes. So.
Well, the Cullings. That's one of the reasons why it's very important to me that this party goes well. I want to see if we can put those things behind us.
I agree, but you have to realize.
I think we should not let them creep up behind us. That would be the worst.
Okay, stop with the monkey business. No. You're distracting me so much. So, I apologize for starting that. So,
as long as we didn't make too much of a monkey out of you, it's all good.
Yeah.
Urban Shadows, dark, creepy, and a little bit of monkeyish. Now, he's like, yeah, the party. I don't know. They might need help setting up the party, something, but yeah. Just to let you know, it's not just this is not the tease, the killer tease as they like to call that we have to be careful of course, right?
Well, there's a few things going around in the area, but is there someone in particular you're thinking of?
I don't know. All of them, man. Look at me. I'm an old man. Scared of everything.
Tell you what.
I look at him and go,
Give him one of those charms. Maybe give it to his kids. He's a corner store man.
Oh, yes, thank you. That's an excellent point. I hand Mr. I'm sorry, Mr. Kim. Please remind me, how many children do you have?
7. No, that's a wrap.
Grandchildren?
Jesus.
Grandchildren? Hang on. No, I won't roll for grandchildren.
Yeah, he percentile. Sorry. Okay.
He's like, listen, you give me enough. I don't need any. We're good. I'm okay.
You're protected as well? Excellent.
Yeah. Grandkids, not going out tonight.
Oh.
I've been smart. My kids go trick-or-treating in Victoria where it's safer.
That's true.
Castle.
Never ever happens in Victoria.
Well, certainly we have a few of our bloodthirsty friends on the island. It seems like what a nice place to retire to.
Well,
It can be.
it does run a tight ship over there.
Do you know if Miss Evans has invited any of the local wolves to the party?
No, that's bad.
Oh, maybe I will go then.
No, the wolves have made it pretty clear they want to be on their own during Halloween. It's been like that ever since they got hit so hard during the last callings.
We have to start bringing together, not pushing apart.
That's sweet.
I'm sorry, my friend. We did very bad things to them long, long time ago. I don't think they forgive us very well.
Mm-hmm.
We've all been harmed by others. I think if Halloween and at this point the music starts and we go total 100% PSA mode.
Oh God! Yes.
Oh no!
I think Halloween could be the one night a year that all of us can put aside our differences and come together and celebrate what's really important. Then maybe we could make the world just a little bit better.
He's got the
Like zoomed
spotlight
in
on.
face.
Go ahead, Leo. Sorry.
I'm saying it's zooming in on his face while he's saying it. We're all
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And then you hear the little freaking musical riff at the end of the actual talk.
Did they
So he's-
teach you this nonsense in wizard school?
What I've learned, Doctor, you cannot learn in school.
Wow.
What?
Take that however you like.
So you did it at the library. So
Okay.
Da 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 to the library. Yep.
Okay.
I started singing songs about the library for no reason whatsoever.
You know,
West Side Story.
I feel pretty, oh so pretty. I feel pretty and witty and bright.
he knows all the words. I know this very intimately, whether I like.
okay, so he feels kind of bad about not having milk for you, so he gives you some free candies.
Oh,
Peppercorn's always good.
He encourages you to give some to the kids free of charge.
Yeah.
No problems.
That's the
He's a
plan.
nice guy. He's kind of the cornerstone.
Yep.
And he slips Leo a little packet. It's actually real blood.
It's a jar.
oh.
It's a packet.
Yeah.
It's a packet.
But really,
It's a
try the
sampler.
candy.
Yeah. It won't feed you, Leo, but
It won't feed me?
no, because it's way too small. It's literally like
That's a packet filled with blood and
yeah.
possibly a sugary center because vampires eat candy too.
It's Monster Town. Mr. Kim has everything for everybody.
Yep, milk.
Eat it.
Wow.
Except milk today. Milk tomorrow.
Man.
I move my thing out of the way. I put my hand underneath and feed it.
It's nice human blood. It's fine. I mean, he kind of assures you, don't worry, it's donated. It's donated. It's fine.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I know, Mr. Kim, it's all locally sourced. Absolutely no added hormones.
Yeah.
Yes, all of human blood is
Yeah.
donated.
This thing brings in a new term to the term dim sum, but we'll get to it later.
Gotta
This
get
one-
dim sum.
A few more customers go in, and he starts getting busy back to his work to sell
Yeah, let the man do his job, man.
all the crap people need for
Yeah,
Halloween.
because he's a busy man. He's making a good chunk of change right now.
You notice quite a few kids are out with their parents now, wandering around in the neighborhood.
Aw.
Well, if you see a couple of kids,
Doom.
give them a couple of arms.
Sorry, what was that, Brad?
Oh, I just said Doom.
Okay.
Doom.
Doom.
June.
Children.
He's so
I'm
good.
gonna put a thumper down on the ground and summon the worm from the ground to eat us all. Hi, hello.
Worm sign.
Yep.
Cool.
This year I'm going as childhood.
We can't go to that planet or that movie yet.
But the book does come out.
Land Muad'Dib.
The book's out, but we don't have the David Lynch version yet. So
It's gonna be awesome.
You tell the future.
You like
I can tell the future. David Lynch movies are gonna be